Hey there, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue on with our tier match series. It's going to be the third batch of matches that you guys have already seen before. We're going to be highlighting matches 41 through 60. After that, you'll have 61 through technically 80, but I'm going to push it all the way up to 85. So you guys will have your fourth and final match tier. And then we will start uploading for season 13 right after that. So I think Tuesday you might see the brand new season with the new team come up, and I'm hoping that I have it done by then. But I do have the next 2 days off, so I should have no problem coming up with the team for the next 2 days to try it out. And I might even continue with the team that I had last season because it does do a good job for what I want it to do. But maybe make some tweaks and changes that I've been wanting to do for a while now. So without further ado, let's get into our tier matches for the day, and I'll see you guys at the end.
Okay, so we've got Chi-Yu, Iron Hands, Mimikyu, the one I was going to use, Iron Bundle, Gallade, and Talonflame. Alright, this is a very odd looking team. I don't think it's necessarily Trick Room, but a Ghost counter for most other types and possibly Fairy counter that isn't Flutter Mane. Still does a decent amount. Doesn't really require an item to really survive the first hit, so it's not like a one-hitter. So that's really dope. We're gonna walk in with Golden Go, Tornadus, Urshifu. I kind of want to walk in with Chien Pao, but I think he's gonna be... No, we'll walk in with Ogerpon. We'll walk in with these four. Because in the event that something bad would happen, we have ways to counter, go in and out. And the only one I realistically have to worry about is maybe Mimikyu. Can't read any of that, but Gallade and Talonflame. So, Gallade get quick guard, or does he just flat out do the thing? I'm not sure. I don't think it's really going to matter, because I'm going to Tailwind and then Surgeon Strikes into the Talonflame. He's going to get, he will get Brave Bird off if he goes that route. Most Talonflames use Gale Wings, so Lion types get a priority until he gets hit. So it's what I'm hoping for. But we'll see. He could go for a quick guard and like, oh, well, you're just going to like Leak Wind, but you can probably guess that I'm going to just do Tailwind instead, because I do like to be faster. The Terra first goes to the Talonflame. Goes flying. Terra, flying, Brave Bird. It probably will kill. Yes. Will kill Urshifu with Air Slash, obviously. I'm very surprised that he got the plus, but it is Gale Wings, so obviously he's going to get the plus. Okay, Sacred Sword into that slot. Doesn't do a whole lot to my Pokemon, but now I'm kind of in a rough spot. I think the better play would have been to Protect. And I thought about it, or maybe even Terra, but I don't think he would have survived very long, to be honest with you. Leak Wind to Terra Fire into Talonflame. Swap out to bring out Chi-Yu. Good call. I'm gonna Terra into Fire, because I'm still weak against Flying at this point, and I'm gonna get rid of the weakness. The Terra Flying Tail or Air Slash is a pretty good idea. Now I'm gonna get a +1. They're gonna Air Slash probably into Ogerpon. Nope. Tornadus, not a bad call. I'm surprised he... No, it is priority. Never mind. I was gonna say, I'm very surprised that he's still getting to hit, but he's got the sash? Okay. Okay, alright. Protect on the Golden Go, Stomping Tantrum on the Chi-Yu. Probably gonna swap out to do Gallade. Talonflame is pretty much dead on the water, but his Gale Wings is no longer active, and I have Tailwind. Gale Wings does so much for people, offensively or not, and when you've got no recoil for moves, and no one procs his Gale Wings, it's phenomenal. It's a really good idea. Should look into that myself. Protect here so I don't get hit with anything. Stomping Tantrum into this Chi-Yu though. Oop. That's a one hit. Focus Sash was on Talonflame, so obviously there he goes for the Tailwind. Okay. Summon the Gourmet. Brings out Iron Hands. We'll go ahead with the Nasty Plot. And Spiky Shield. Fake out. Yep, goes right into the fake out's Spiky Shield slot. It's going to do a little bit of damage to him. I'm kind of worried about Talonflame. There's Overheat. Goes right into the Golden Go. Does not get to KO. Beep, 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 beep. And my Tailwind's gone. I don't think that really matters at this point. Because now I'm going to Ivy Cudgel the Talonflame to knock it out. So the Golden Go doesn't really have anything to worry about next turn. I mean, Gallade is still in the back and he probably knows Psycho Cut. Overheat goes into that protected slot. Now I'm gonna get the next attack. Ivy Cudgel. Right into that Talonflame. Now I don't have to worry about like him doing damage to the Golden Go anymore. Brain Punch over to Ogre Punch. Does half. That's not a bad amount. It's definitely like a 2-hit KO type of deal. Golden Go gets a little bit. He does have a +2 to his special attack slot now. But he still has Tailwind for I think another 2 turns. 1 turn. So yeah, let's give it a shot. Shadow Ball into the Gallade, because he probably outspeeds Golden Go underneath Tailwind. I'm not going to go for the double, because I don't think it's going to really make a difference here. Psycho Cut does go into the Spiky Shield. That's interesting. You should have went after the Golden Go. Wild Chart goes right into that slot. Does knock out the oh, that's probably why you didn't. But you didn't get any damage from Psycho Cut. That's really weird. Now it would have been really, really helpful here to have what I'm trying to think of. It would have been great to have Horn Leech, but I took it out for Woodhammer just to kind of see what damage I could put out. And against this bunch, there's no way to win. But we can calc to see how much Iron Hands would live this attack. It's no longer a stab, but I am +1. That's a fairly decent amount, and the recoil is 33%, so You have citrus berry. Oh, funny. That's a bulky Iron Hands to be able to withstand that much and recover by the citrus berry. Still, not a bad match overall. It was a weird assortment of Pokemon, but they work really, really well. I'm quite impressed. Okay, so this is more of a traditional team that we're used to seeing, like Rillaboom, Urshifu, Chien-Pao, Hisuian Arcanine, Fluttermane, and Tornadus. So what do we do with this bunch here? Well, from our calcs, we know that Chien-Pao could knock out Rillaboom really easily with the Life Orb setup. I don't know what the defenses are for Rillaboom. I can only assume that most of them do the Assault Vest build, but those who do like Grass Plate or I think Miracle Seed, I'm not sure. If they do an offensive one, I'll be able to KO, but if they do a defensive one, it's a little bit harder to knock out for sure. So in this matchup, we'll go Tornadus, Ogerpon, kind of like we did last time, but we'll bring in Chien-Pao and Urshifu instead of Golden Go. We're going to leave Fluttermane in the back because I don't know if they're going to be useful this game. And we're also going to leave Golden Go because I'm afraid of both Urshifu and Arcanine. Because if I bring in my Golden Go and I use the Terror on him, he's open up for Chien-Pao and Fluttermane and not necessarily for like anything else. We do have to worry about fake out pressure, so whatever happens, happens. So we're going to have to keep that in mind. If we're going to see a Rillaboom, we're going to have to swap out so that we don't lose our attacker. Or maybe protect for the first turn. That would also be extremely helpful. Can't read those. Hisuian Arcanine versus Rillaboom. So we got part of one. Arcanine, though, is going to be a little bit of an issue. Only because of the fact of, you know, well, Rock Slide. We're going to try to do a little bit more damage as we possibly can. You know, let's go ahead and do something a little bit different. We're going to swap to Urshifu, and I'm going to Ivy Cudgel. Actually, no, we're going to Stomping Tantrum Arcanine. If they don't swap out, even with the -1, it should get pretty close to a KO. Now, I do open myself up a lot. Oh, yeah, fake out. Never mind. Never mind. I don't get to move this turn. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's right. Ogerpon's weak against rocks. Wow. That was a dumb decision on my part, but that's okay. We'll do the best that we can with what we got. So, Chien-Pao will now come out next. We're going to change... I kind of want to change Chien-Pao's Terra, but I don't think it's really going to make a difference. We'll hit there, and we will hit there. Kind of put both of them on a little bit on blast, if it were. Now, I could swap out to be something different, but I did preserve Tailwind. So if Tornadus is in the back, or Fluttermane or anything like that, I'm able to outspeed, which isn't going to be that big of a deal. I do have some priority, just not a lot. So we'll see what this Rillaboom's packing. Whisper the Arcanine, which is a good call. And we'll bring out, if it's Chien-Pao, it's a... Nope, it's Tornadus. Oof. Grassy Glass. Oh, into the Urshifu is going to knock it out. That's unfortunate. Here comes the Ice Spinner. It's going to take out the Grassy Surge and knocks out the Rillaboom. You can tell almost by that it was going to be, it's more, yeah, probably more offensive than defensive, and that's how you can kind of tell. Now, that Tornadus is in a little bit of a rough spot, but now here comes Arcanine. Yep. With the Intimidate, dropping everyone's offense by 1 stage. But I think Chien-Pao's ability still makes it worthy to be KO'd. So we're going to Sacred Sword into that slot because I need it to get off the field. I don't know if it's going to be able to KO consistently, but I'm going to Tailwind so that I become faster, and he's probably going to do that as well. Nope, Sacred Sword into the Arcanine, just barely hangs on. Is that because of Sash? It is not. It is just because of the fact he could. That is a Choice Banded Arcanine. I know that because that was too much damage to both. There was way too much damage to both. Usually that holds up pretty well. Still, not a good matchup. That kind of shows me the power of a stab boosted Arcanine with a Rock Slide, because it is, you know, rock. So maybe using Choice Band on that Pokemon would have been a lot better than using Choice Band on, I don't know, Urshifu or maybe even Garchomp. Something to think about. Okay, so we've got Water, Ogerpon, Rillaboom, Urshifu, Landorus, Sinistcha, and Golden Go. Everyone's I'm kind of digging the double ghost just in case if you needed to swap in. Sinistcha is kind of like the clutch Pokemon, or at least the anti-checkmate Pokemon, because you can do a lot of stuff with that set. The thing I have to worry about here is Landorus and Rillaboom being able to fake out people, but I also need to be able to apply pressure as well. Let's walk in with Chien-Pao, Tornadus. I'm not really wanting to walk in with Ogerpon. No, I do, but it's not Urshifu I don't, because if it's Rillaboom again, he's not going to be able to do really well. Well, actually, I do have Wood Hammer, so it's not Horns, it's Wood Hammer. We're going to walk in with Urshifu and Fluttermane instead. We're going to walk in with those two because I don't really have another counter to a lot of their Pokemon outside of them, which is unfortunate for me because you would think that I would be able to kind of withstand a couple of moves that they're going to be doing, but if I can't, it's going to be a little hard to imagine how everything's going to turn out. So we do have Landorus and Rillaboom to start off, while Tornadus and Chien-Pao starts me off. So -1 in attack, but I drop everyone's defenses, but we're going to have a fake out here pretty quickly. But I do have to worry about Landorus's thing. So I'm going to go ahead and get started off with the Bleak Wind Storm just so that I won't stop. And I'm going to protect on Chien-Pao. That way I don't get instantly knocked out by the Rock Slide that might come out of that Landorus, but we'll see. Fake out goes right into the Chien-Pao. Okay. It's something that we predicted because he can't, like, he could do it. Oh, the Rock Slide. Yep. Wait, you outspeed me? You're Scarfed. That's interesting. So there's that. Crit on the Rillaboom. Not so much on the Landorus. But now, since I know that he's Scarfed, I have to do Tailwind. And I'm going to Sucker Punch the Rillaboom. No switch in, so it's totally fine. Sucker Punch, Rillaboom. We're taking him out because I could possibly live a Rock Slide from the Landorus. It's quite possible, but we'll see. Rock Slide. We do. Okay. He is Scarfed, so he can't do anything else besides Rock Slide. And Chien-Pao will gain a little bit of HP due to that Grassy Surge. Urshifu will now come out. And they sent out their own Urshifu. And it's 2 Rapid Strikes. Let's go. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and do Sword Stance. Terra. And I'm going to hit the Landorus with Ice Spinner because it's probably going to swap out here. It would make more sense. I do outspeed it currently. So the swap in would be the most appreciated thing. So I'm going to attack that slot. And I'm hoping that they go right into Urshifu with like the Surging Strikes. I'm hoping. But if it's like close combat, it should not knock out Chien-Pao. I mean, regardless, Chien-Pao goes down, but... Oh, Aqua Jet just barely survives. No switching for the Landorus, so they're going to lose that Pokemon, and next turn, I'm going to start doing my onslaughts. With the +2 attack Urshifu. But I will also go down because Life Orb. +2. So now I'm bringing out my last Pokemon. They have one more, I think. I think it might be 2v3. Oof. Ogerpon? Oof. Yeah, it's 2v2. Okay. So close combat. Yeah, close combat to Ogerpon. And Dazzling Gleam. Yes. So there goes their Terra. It's gonna go straight to the Urshifu. Ogerpon, okay. You got rid of your water absorb? Okay, so you get a +1 in special defense, I think? You do. Okay. Dazzling Gleam. Down goes the Urshifu. And here comes the close combat from my Urshifu. At a +2, you are not looking too heavy. You might have been able to survive a little bit more if you would have Terra'd your Urshifu and not necessarily your Ogerpon. But I also expected you to do like follow me, and I was very surprised you didn't. Still, not a bad match all the way around. You did checkmate me a couple of times, so it's not that big of a deal, but it was really interesting. Thanks for the match. Okay, so we've got King Gambit, Fluttermane, Chi-Yu, Water Ogerpon, Iron Hands, and Landorus. So Landorus is all over the place, and so is Iron Hands. So I have to kind of expect those two to be in almost every team. And while I have my numbers for Landorus, it's Iron Hands that I don't necessarily have just yet. But in this little thing here, I think Tornadus, Urshifu, Fluttermane, and I guess we could go Chi and Pao. Chi and Pao would do really well, taking out not only King Gambit, but Fluttermane also did fairly well against like the Water Ogerpon. Yeah, let's give that a shot. Yeah, let's give that a shot. We'll leave Ogerpon and Golden Go in the back. We're leaving those two behind because of Terra options. One, I have to make dedicated to fire, which they do their Ogerpon. It's a bad type matchup. And if it's Golden Go, they do have Fluttermane that can be able to take it out as well. So I don't really want to allow them to take in that easy KO. Even though Golden Go can survive quite a bit, I kind of want to leave them with less options. Okay, looks like time ran out there, so I think their top 4 is going to be what's going to be thrown in. So it's like King Gambit, Chi-Yu, Fluttermane, and Water Ogerpon. That's going to be fun. That's if, right? I don't know if that's exactly what happened. They could have picked everything before time ran out, but we'll see. Iron Hands, Chi-Yu. Okay, for this, we're going to have to worry about Fake Out first. So we're going to Tailwind, and I'm going to Protect. Doing that first so that I don't have to worry about Fake Out hitting me, and I don't have to take any damage the first turn. So we'll do that. Chi-Yu is most likely a Fake Out to switch into Water Ogerpon, so Water Absorb goes in. And if that's the case, good on you, but I've seen this trick once or twice already. And I've fallen for it almost every time. But we'll see. Maybe next time after this turn, it'll work. But we'll see. Urshifu's going to Protect. Fake Out goes to Urshifu, who protected. That's probably why you didn't switch in. And I'm going to then Tailwind, so I go faster. And you are going to Heat Wave, doing little damage to maybe Tornadus. What he doesn't know is that I have Rain Dance, so that's not going to do a whole lot next turn. And I'm going to do a lot. Actually, we're not going to Terra. I'm afraid of the Iron Hands right now. Terra here, Rain Dance, close combat to Chi-Yu, thinking that it's going to be switching into Water Ogerpon. There's the switch. Here comes the water Ogerpon. Oh, I'm good. I knew it. Here comes the Terra because I'm hoping that the Wild Charge will go into that slot. Or maybe a physical move or whatever. I don't know why you wouldn't want to click that slot to do anything. But we'll see what happens. Tailwind is active, so I'm going to get my moves off first. Starts to rain. Here comes close combat right into that Ogerpon. She does not get the KO because I'm not choice banded. But that's totally fine. Let's see where Thunder Punch goes right into the Urshifu. Which I have to just let it go because it's -1 defenses. I can't do anything about that. But we will walk in with Flutter Mane. And we'll go ahead and Bleak Wind Storm, and I'm going to Moonblast right into Iron Hands. I was probably going to swap out here because that's what I would do, thinking that I'm going to have 2 spread moves going back to back. Right now, Bleak Wind is 100%. That's going to hit the Iron Hands for a lot, and then Flutter Mane's going to just take it off the table. Spiky Shield gets activated by the Ogerpon, which is totally fine. But the Iron Hands, though, is going to be taking a lot of damage here. It's most likely going to get knocked out. Maybe. I mean, that could be enough. But no, not enough. But I do drop its special attack. Thunder Punch goes right over to the Tornadoes, and it is going to knock it out then. Dang it. I thought it was enough. Maybe it's not enough because Flutter Mane's special attack isn't capped. It's not 252. Maybe that's something I'll have to look into. Because it should be able to knock it out with no problem. But I'm going to Sucker Punch the Ogerpon, and I'm going to Moonblast the Iron Hands. Sucker Punch would fail if they swap out, which would be something that I would do immediately to bring back Chi-Yu, but at the same time, I don't know if that's going to really make a difference. Right now, I'm at a bottom, like the bottom hill of this battle. The switch into the switch in from the Iron Hands, which is totally fine. I think that's Chi-Yu. Yep. No, it's King Gambit. Okay. Sucker Punch goes right into the Ogerpon, does knock it out. And here comes the Moonblast. Doesn't... Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of damage. It's not 100% what I would have liked, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. Here comes Iron Hands. Fake Out's going to come out first, but it can't trigger... It can't attack the Flutter Mane. Can't. So Sucker Punch the King Gambit, and I'm going to Moonblast into the Iron Hands. Saw that. Sucker Punch into the Flutter Mane. Does get the KO! I thought you survived that, Flutter Mane. I guess not. I guess not. Oh, where'd my Terra go? Oh, right. It went into Tornadoes. That's right. Absolutely right. The Protect should have been warranted first. The Protect should have done last turn, because I knew, but I thought I was gonna. Oh, it's gonna Terra. Like doesn't really matter. Didn't think about it. All right. Sucker Punch. Quite a bit of damage. Take a Torque. Knocks out that Pokemon. But I get Drain Punched by the Iron Hands. So it doesn't really matter. Bop. Protect should have happened so that Fake Out didn't do anything to the Flutter Mane, but I don't think it would have really mattered, to be honest. I think Flutter Mane would have been taken out anyway, so not a bad match. Definitely misplayed a couple times, but you even learn. Oh, well, this is a Trick Room team if I have never seen one before. Oh boy, what am I supposed to do with this? Okay, so I don't have Throat Chop on Chin Pao, so I can't calc or even rely on the calcs that I had. I need to get Throat Chop on there. I love Sucker Punch, but it's just not, it's not like a physical attacking move that it gets stopped by priority. People like Fergaraf on that team. It's really hard. What can I do? What can I do? Let's go in with Ogerpon, Golden Go. These are the two slowest Pokemon in my team. We'll start off with them, then we'll move on to Urshifu and Flutter and hope for the best. Urshifu and Chin Pao tie with speeds at 163. Flutter Mane stops at 170, and Tornadus is 179. Holy cow, that's a lot of Snorlaxes. That is a dope picture. All right, Grimmsnarl, Cresselia versus Golden Go and Ogerpon. Molt Breaker goes up. Levitate doesn't hurt Cresselia. Or, I'm sorry, Stomping Tantrum doesn't hurt Cresselia because of Levitate. So we're gonna go straight there. Well, let's go here and let's go there. Night Spring goes up. Ivy Cudgel goes right into Grimmsnarl. Takes about half, not bad. Shadow Ball goes right into Cresselia. Even if it's so special, doesn't do that much. Trick Room is activated. Twisted Dimensions. Spiky Shield on the Ogerpon, although I don't really have anything to fear, I don't think. And then we'll go ahead and just Nasty Plot. I don't want to get hit by anything, but here comes the Reflect, which is totally fine. That's a Light Clay. And Lunar Blessing. You're already using one of your 8 moves for this? Interesting. +2. Are you gonna go into what I think you are? So let's try this and hope for the best. Parting Shot. You are. Okay. Okay, let's see let's see what happens now. You drop Ogerpon's attacks by 1 stage. Here comes Ursaluna. Yep. Moonblast. The Golden Goat doesn't do anything. Make it rain. Down goes Cresselia, because I'm +2 in all the might in the world. And here comes the Wood Hammer that's going to take out the Ursaluna. Bop. And this is kind of why I don't have Team B done, because it's clearly obvious what you're trying to run. Clearly obvious. And I hate it, because I really want to do Trick Room. This is clearly the reason why I don't run a Trick Room team. We got Mijor Moltres and Grimmsnarl, who came out again. Now, Moltres is flying, so Stomping Tantrum ain't gonna work anything there. They have 2 more turns of Trick Room. Ivy Cudgel the Moltres. And maybe Nasty Plot? Dark does hurt Ghost. We will Terra Dragon and we will make it rain. I don't think Grimmsnarl has anything here. I honestly don't think so. But I am part Ghost, and Dark attacks hurt Ghost types. Spirit Break? Oh, you got lucky. You got so freaking lucky. Spirit, yeah, I'm neutral. Nasty Plot happens on the Moltres. Make it rain. Does not KO the Grimmsnarl, but I will do a lot of damage to this Moltres. Or not. I won't do any damage to this Moltres. I love that for me. So with Nasty Plot in play, we're going to go ahead and just double protect now, because this is last turn of Trick Room, and they can't set it up. Parting Shot doesn't do anything because you can't use it anymore, and you've already used your screens. So Grimmsnarl is locked into Spirit Break, and can only hope that I don't do anything else. But Moltres is a completely different story. Moltres has to rely on its Berserk ability and hopefully doesn't get KO'd in the next 2 hits, preferably. So here comes the Air Slash, which is going to go right into the Ogerpon. So I have to be very, very careful now. As both my protects are done, Trick Room is over, so I do get the added effects of me going first. So now we can Ivy Cudgel the Grimmsnarl, and I can Nasty Plot on the Golden Ghost safely. What do you have in the back? You don't have anyone in the back. You shouldn't be able to do that. I mean, it doesn't matter, but you shouldn't be able to do that. The -2 isn't bad, but I'm gonna let you Air Slash into the Ogerpon, and I'm going to let you... Oh, you're gonna rest. Oh, you got a Lumberry. Oh. I don't know how I feel about that. Chestoberry. I mean, it's still the same thing. Again, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, it's not a bad idea, for sure, right? I don't think it's a bad idea at all. I just don't know if I agree to it. No, I can't swap in. If it's Air Slash into that slot, I don't think... I'm just going to let Ogerpon take the damage. I have to. Let's go Spiky Shield. And let's make it rain, see what happens. Spiky Shield. Make it rain. I'm +2. Not enough, but it doesn't proc Berserk, which is what I wanted to avoid. Fiery Wrath doesn't do anything to the Ogerpon. This is a dark type move. It's not air or flying. Now Golden Go faints, but it's kind of game over for them now. Because Ogerpon has pretty much done his job. He held out this far. Fluttermane can now come out, which is 170. I outspeed the Moltres, and I can literally do nothing. An Ivy Cudgel and Moonblast. They're gonna Terra. Okay. Change the Terra on, or change the typing on Moltres to Poison. Okay. All right. So you now negate Fairy. but isn't enough to withstand. Does proc Reserve. Fire Wrath. Dark type move. Does knock out the Ogerpon. Does not knock out the wow. It does not knock out Fluttermane. I'm so absent-minded today, guys. I apologize. Okay. So in this instance, we just click this, and I'm stuck into this. Yeah. Moonblast does enough. Does enough for the KO. Now I could have like second guessed it and been like, oh well, I'm just gonna Stomping Tantrum because it could Terra. I forgot that they didn't Terra, but a lot of people like going Poison. It's a typing that doesn't really have a lot of weaknesses unless you use Landorus. If they physically can see you using Landorus, not a lot of people will Terra Poison until Landorus is off the field to where you can safely do Terra Poison. But until then, you're just kind of sitting there kind of like, I don't know what to do. So I get it at the end of the day, but it is what it is. That was a good match though. I did appreciate it. I learned a lot as well. So with the beating that we took yesterday, it's starting to turn kind of a couple of wheels in my head to see what we could do to maybe swap out our team to make it a little bit better. In the meantime, we're going to have to go up against Kommo-o, Landorus, Heatran, Sinistcha, Iron Hands, and Water Ogerpon. I do apologize. I have gas, so you might be hearing a couple of burps or gurgles in between. So I apologize and give you guys a heads up before it officially becomes really, really bad. So this team is off. It's kind of like I have a general idea of what I would like to do, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to execute it correctly just because of the lineup that we have to deal with. Tornadus and Fluttermane to start. Chien-Pao to deal with Landorus, Kommo-o, and Sinistcha, and Ogerpon to deal with the rest. Oh, now I got the hiccups. Oh man. It's not something I want to deal with during a live Pokemon battle. I wish it was live, it'd be dope. Ogerpon's just holding the teal mask? That's dope. I wonder what you had to do to get that picture. Heatran Ogerpon comes out versus Fluttermane and Tornadus, which is a terrible, terrible matchup for my Fluttermane as a whole. I think Rain Dance is going to be needed, and then Shadow Ball. I'm probably going to want to Terra Fire. I can also swap out to my own. Oh, what do I do? I also just did something I shouldn't. Okay. Terra Fire, Moonblast into the Ogerpon. Dang, what am I gonna do? It's really, really hard. We're gonna Terra Fire so we don't get hit with the Flash Cannon. If I get hit with the Ivy Cudgel, I mean, they guessed it. I can't do anything. I'm hoping that the Rain Dance does something against the Heatran. They're gonna Terra as well. Goes to the Water Ogerpon, so it now loses its Water Absorb, which is totally fine. It's a boost in special defenses. That Thunderbolt's looking pretty nice right now, not gonna lie. Rain Dance goes off. What do I do? Moonblast right into that Ogerpon. Takes about a little more than half, about 55-60%. Ivy Cudgel, does it hit the Fluttermane? It does. Oh, that's super effective. Well then. That stinks. But that's okay because Heatran can not do as much damage as it would like. Heat Wave does go up and it does hit the Tornadus for quite a bit of damage, but it loses a little bit of HP due to the Life Orb. Now, Ogerpon being water makes it so that I can't super attack it with like Bleak Wind, but it's still going to do a lot of damage there. I want to Stomping Tantrum into the Heatran. Now it's probably going to protect here. It's probably what I would think it would do. And I could possibly see the double protect off of this, off their side. Now, I don't have anything really to fear from the Heatran. They retreat, so that's a good cause. Here comes Landorus. Yep. So Stomping Tantrum isn't going to do anything, but it is raining outside, which means I do get a 100% hit with Bleak Wind Storm. Ogerpon takes a little bit of damage. Landorus goes down by half, and Landorus doesn't get hit by Stomping Tantrum. Ivy Cudgel comes out. Is it going to hit the Tornadus? Yep. Gonna knock it out. That's a crit. The +1 to crit is really, really good. Okay. So we're a little bit behind. But you know what? We're not that far behind. Because now we get to activate sort of Ruin. And we're going to Ice Spinner into Landorus. Stomping Tantrum into Ogerpon. With your Landorus, it's probably going to bring out someone else now. Here comes the Heatran, which is going to get an Ice Spinner attack, which is totally fine. Shiny. That's dope. Spiky Shield activates on the Ogerpon. Nice switch in. I kind of wish I read that a little bit different, but you know what? That's okay. This Heatran doesn't take a lot of damage. I also wish I just did something different. Like, that Stomping Tantrum into the Heatran would have been excellent. But guess what? I can also use that against the Heatran now if I didn't know that it was going to switch again. I'm going to Sacred Sword into the Ogerpon because it just protected. And I kind of want to go... I'm going to Ivy Cudgel into the Heatran. Witcher the Ogerpon. Brings out the Iron Hands. Okay. Okay. Witcher the Heatran. It's going to switch out to the Lander. It's going to -1 even more. This should KO. Sacred Sword goes right into the Iron Hands. Quite a bit of damage. Lost a little bit of HP. Here comes the Ivy Cudgel though. Bop. Not as much. Not as much as I would like it. Let's go ahead and Sacred Sword into that slot. And Stomping Tantrum into the Iron Hands. With your Landorus. Heatran? Yep. Kind of saw that coming. You have to switch around your Pokemon quite a bit for me not to understand what you're doing. Fake Out goes into the Chi and Pow. That's totally fine. And here comes the Stomping Tantrum. It isn't boosted, unfortunately, but that's okay. There goes the Rain. I'm actually gonna Sucker Punch the Iron Hands and Stomping Tantrum. Are they gonna switch out? I mean, Heatran's gonna switch out. He has to. Heatran's gonna switch out. Oh, there goes the Protect. So no switch. Sucker Punch. Hits the Iron Hands, a decent amount. Not very effective. But here comes the Stomping Tantrum. Bah. Does get the KO. The double into that slot was like the only real safe way of moving because I don't think that Heatran was gonna swap, or like, I don't think it was gonna stay out. So it was a good chance that it was gonna swap out again. The problem is that this Landorus has come out 3 times now and has made Ogerpon -3 and Chi and Pow -2, which means I'm not gonna get any benefit from either one of these Pokemon, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna Sucker Punch and Stomping Tantrum into the Heatran. Withdrew Landorus, which is totally fine. Here comes the Ogerpon. I might actually survive this just because of the fact that he's swapping around the Pokemon and not really caring what I do with the rest. Sucker Punch into the Heatran. That's a decent amount of damage, but here comes the Stomping Tantrum. Please get the KO. Does get the KO. Look at that. All that switching has made it so that I can do damage to your Pokemon quite easily. Landorus comes out. And I think I outspeed. I think I outspeed. It's going to be kind of hard for you to really ignore my Pokemon now. Let's Wood Hammer and Ice Spinner. Oh, you outspeed me. Okay. That means you are scarfed, I think. Here comes the Wood Hammer. This should knock out my Ogerpon. Because it was a bit of damage. Quite a bit of damage. Oh, I live with just very little HP left. And Spiky Shield. Rock Slide doesn't do any damage to him, if I recall. And the game's over, unfortunately. It's not a bad matchup, but I completely turned this game around. I wasn't aware that Landorus had like outsped. If I would have known that, I would have done Sucker Punch, but that's okay. When you do closed team sheets, this is the type of stuff that you have to worry about. And I don't think that I would have been able to KO him even with Sucker Punch. So it's kind of like up there in the air, but I'm not sure. But still, not a bad match, and I almost took it. I'm not really sure what to make of this team. Honchkrow, Basculegion, Yanmega, Fluttermane, Cresselia, and Duplin. Okay, so I think Golden Go is going to be the thing I want to bring in. I want to say this is Trick Room, but I don't know what Basculegion's going to do. I mean, it is a ghost type, don't get me wrong. He will do quite a bit of damage. I just don't know what he's attempting to. Let's go in with Tornadus, Golden Go for Cresselia's sake, Urshifu, and Lettermane. Why not? We'll go all special attackers and only one physical. Again, I don't really know what this team is going to be like about. I mean, Duplin, the apple, is going to lower down everyone's evasion when he comes out. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how I combat that. Honchkrow does know Sucker Punch as well as Tailwind. So Fluttermane and Cresselia versus Tornadus Golden Go on my side. So booster energy from the Fluttermane, and speed was heightened, so it's not Trick Room set. Otherwise, this would be like the worst set that they could possibly use. I'm going to go ahead and get set up with the Nasty Plot on Golden Go, and I'm going to Tailwind in to boost my Pokemon speed for later. I don't know what the plan is for this team. It's going to be very interesting. Moonblast into the Golden Go, not very effective. Bleak Wind What? I mean, it hits the Fluttermane. I said Tailwind, not Bleak Wind Storm. Did I just misclick? I don't know. Nasty Plot. I'm not sure. I mean, I still got to attack before Cresselia, which does the Icy Wind. Very little damage to the Golden Go. A lot of damage to the Tornadus, but it's Icy Wind. Who cares? Speed drop for the Golden Go, though. So this is going to be the fun part, because now I got to hit them really, really hard. I'm going to go ahead and just do the Make It Rain. And I'm going to Tailwind this time and not Bleak Wind. I still swear I clicked it. I swear I did. I'm probably wrong. I don't know. I could have sworn I clicked it. Now, Tailwind goes up, so I become faster even without, Tailwind. Shadow Ball goes into the Golden Go. I live with 1 HP. Let's go. Here comes the Make It Rain. That's +2. That is going to definitely knock out the Fluttermane. I barely live with 1 HP. But he's probably going to go down with the Icy Wind that's coming out from that Cresselia. Or it could be Lunar Blessing. Nope, that is an Icy Wind. And it misses. Golden Go! He survives the attack. Golden Go, you mad lad. Oh, you mad lad. You are so freaking lucky. And Cresselia heals up by the leftovers herself. Not bad. Not bad at all. Just barely living both attacks. That's insane. But Fluttermane going up with the Moonblast and then Shadow Ball and then just kind of living up the rest of its life. Like, I think I could do this. Even through Tailwind. Still outsped the Golden Goat. But I do have a -2 to that slot now. So I completely understand why it was just knocked out. That's a Dark type, so Taunt's not going to work on Dark types. So I think I'm just going to Rain Dance for the Urshifu in the back, and I'm going to Protect on the Golden Goat. I'm going to Rain Dance for the Urshifu in the back and make sure that Bleak Wind Storms hit 100% of the time. It might screw up Tornadus, but... there's the Sucker Punch. But it failed. Lunar Blessing on the Cresselia. It's going to do a lot of healing, but isn't enough. It's a fairly decent enough, or a fairly decent amount. I'll say that. Now, I have this Haunch Crow to deal with. It's this crazy looking Haunch Crow. We're going to go ahead and Bleak Wind, and I'm going to switch into Urshifu. Now, I don't think this Cresselia has anything I have to worry about for Urshifu. I've seen Lunar Blessing and Icy Wind. It could still have, Moonblast. It could have, Helping Hand. It could have Ally Switch. Could have a lot of things. But as far as right now, I do a spread move, and that spread move hurts a lot. So, Golden Goat comes back. Sucker Punch might be used again, but I'm going to use Urshifu. Bleak Wind Storm. Takes him down to half. No. There's the Icy Wind. Barely any damage to the Tornadus. Nothing really on the Urshifu. Speed drops. Tailwind on their side. So to increase the speed on theirs, which is not bad. Not bad whatsoever. But is it going to be enough to outspeed me? Probably not. I'm going to Bleak Wind Storm again. And I'm going to Surging Strikes the Haunch Crow. No, the Cresselia. Surging Strikes the Cresselia. Now, I should probably have Terra'd, but I didn't. Because I'm knocking out the Haunch Crow now because none of my speed drops thanks to the Covert Cloak I'm wearing. Thank you, Mr. Cloak. And Surging Strikes goes right into the Cresselia. And because you have leftovers, I know that you ain't carrying no Rocky Helmet. Now, Fluttermane's down, Haunch Crow's down, Cresselia's down. Who is your fourth and final Pokemon? Tailwind's gone. Rain is still up. So Surging Strikes is going to be doing a lot of damage. Bascule Legion. You are one lucky son of a gun. That is a Swift Swim Pokemon that I'm going to have to deal with right now. Now, last respects, it's going to be hard hitting. Super hard hitting. But I can only do one Pokemon at a time. Because it's one Pokemon, is it beneficial to do? No, I'm going to need to be able to outspeed it. 100% I'm going to need to outspeed. So I'm going to hit it with Surging Strikes. It's going to protect. That doesn't really matter. Urshifu is going to go right through that. But I'm going to set up Tailwind. So I keep up with my speed. And I'm going to punch you right in the face. 1, 2, 3. Not enough to get the KO, but enough to do a lot of damage. Definitely not for the KO. Bleak Wind Storm. And I'm going to protect Urshifu. Thinking that you're going to last respect that Pokemon, but you could also go after Tornadus too. Nope, I outspeed you, and Bleak Wind Storm is 100%. and you go down. That's interesting. I still outsped you. I mean, you had Tailwind, I had Tailwind, so that Basculegion should have been super fast, unless it was something else. Not bad. Wow, I just realized it was 4-0. Woo. Not bad. Basculegion is a really strong Pokemon on its own. Utilizing Icy Wind on Cresselia was a great choice. Speed control is always what I like to do, and when it works well, it does so well. But I got really, really lucky with Golden Ghost surviving that one attack with that 1 HP and then been able to protect. But without that, I think I would have been in better shape because I did use Tailwind, which then would have been able to attack first. So the Flutter Mane would have went down, but I would have been one less Pokemon. Regardless though, not bad. Let's go on to the next one. Okay. So we've got Roaring Moon, Wheezing, sorry. They're like the same, almost. Flutter Mane, Iron Hands, Landorus, and Fire Ogerpon. Great. It's gonna be really, really hard with this team here. For the most part, I think I'm gonna lose out on Prankster because Wheezing's there. But I think Tornadus, Ogerpon, Chien-Pao, and I want to say Urshifu, but I might be wrong. Might be really, really wrong with that. I'm really thinking about Golden Go, but he doesn't super effect. Oh, but he does resist Gunk Shot. Never mind. Absolutely Golden Go. He's gonna lose his ability due to Wheezing, but he's immune to everything that Wheezing can do. So in the event that it's Golden Go versus Wheezing, Golden Go can sit there and look pretty because Wheezing knows poison attacks. I don't think anyone else put him with any moves. He can learn others, but it's unlikely. I think he's just set up for like other things. Oh, Wheezing and Roaring Moon, that's good. So Photosynthesis versus Neutralizing Gas. So no Prankster, no Mold Breaker, but Photosynthesis activates through the booster energy and speed was heightened. So I'm going to go ahead and activate Tailwind, and then I'm going to Stomping Tantrum a Wheezing. The acrobatics from the Roaring Moon is going to be very, very strong. But I think I can withstand one attack since he went speed and not attack. Tailwind will go off due to the Roaring Moon. Okay. Gunk Shot misses. Tailwind from the Tornadus. That's a good call. And Stomping Tantrum on the Ogerpon takes it to a little more than half, or a little less than half. Green above, but he gets a little bit more HP due to leftovers. Okay. Let's go ahead and Rain Dance to get set up for someone in the back. Wait, no. Well, wait, where's my Terra? Oh, I was like, wait, where's my Terra? Oh, you make mine 100%. Do you have? I don't have anyone in the back that's going to take advantage of that. I'm going to Rain Dance, Terra, Fire, Stomping Tantrum into the Wheezing again. So they're going to Terra, and it's going to go straight to the Roaring Moon, turn him to flying. So we saw this already and predicted this. We're also going to Terra, and we might lose our Terra ability. I'm not sure how this is going to work. It might automatically activate. We'll see. Yeah, we will. So Acrobatics activates on the Tornadus. I will survive. Rain Dance to make my attacks 100%. Stomping Tantrum right into that Wheezing. Does not get the KO, but does a lot of damage. Gunk Shot misses again to the Ogerpon. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're going to go ahead. I kind of want to switch Tornadus out to Golden Go. I think that's going to be the better play. And I think I'm just going to hit the Wheezing with Ivy Cudgel. I outspeed him. And if he switches out for something else, then it could be like Landorus. And that means that I wouldn't do anything, which then I could use it on the next Pokemon, but he's also flying. So it wouldn't work. But here comes Golden Go. Weezing's going to protect. So I'm not going to do anything to the Weezing this turn, but Acrobatic isn't going to do anything to Golden Go because he's Steel. So nice try, but not going to work. Here comes the Heavy Cudgel. I'm going to heal up a little bit from leftovers. He's going to heal up a little bit from leftovers as well. I'm going to go ahead and just click Make It Rain. It's going to hit both. And I'm going to hit Ivy Cudgel onto the Roaring Moon. This should do enough damage to knock out the Weezing and unlock the abilities of the rest of my Pokemon. Knock off. Hits the Golden Go. Super effective. Can't do anything about that. Sorry, Golden Go. Knocked off the leftovers. Yeah, Ivy Cudgel. Should have went right into the Weezing, but I didn't. It was right into the Roaring Moon instead. Does half. Gunk Shot finally lands. Doesn't do as much. No poison either. He's going back up in HP, which is bad. Bad, 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 bad. Tailwind's now gone. So is theirs. But it's not going to really mean anything if I can't get rid of... I can't get rid of Roaring Moon, or Weezing for that matter. We're going to Ice Spinner into Roaring Moon. We're going to take a hit for sure. And I'm going to hit the Weezing because it's going to protect here. I mean, it has to go back up into the green, but I'm hoping to force his hand to pick which one he wants. Do you want Ogerpon? Or do you want Chien-Pao? Do you want to protect with one, or do you want to protect with none? I mean, he can still attack into Ogerpon, but I don't think he'll get the KO. But I'm definitely going to knock out this Roaring Moon. Either Roaring Moon or Weezing goes down this turn. Not both. Just one. Which one do you want? Roaring Moon's going to protect. Are you going to do the double? No double. I outspeed this this Weezing here, and I get the abilities unlocked right after this. Stomping Tantrum. Bop. Knocks out the Weezing. Neutralizing Gas wore off. Sword of Ruin activates. And Body Aspect activates. Oh boy. So Weezing himself is really annoying to deal with. Iron Hands comes out. That's a fake out. That's totally a fake out. So the question is, which one is he going to use it on? Let's go ahead and play it safe by doing the double spiky, or to do the double protect. Because the fake out is potentially worth planning for. If he, like any move that he does, obviously it's going to be in my favor. Fake out goes into the Chien-Pao. Glad I didn't Sucker Punch, because I really wanted to. Tailwind goes off and makes their team faster, which is totally fine. Tornadus is still in the back, but I'm going to Sucker Punch, and I'm going to hit this Iron Hands for a lot of damage. This may not knock out Roaring Moon. Oh, yes it will. Never mind. Roaring Moon goes down. Now my Chien-Pao could be knocked out here, or they could go after the Ogerpon. I do outspeed him. Nope, I don't. Chien-Pao goes down. You were already at full health, so you're not really getting anything. I apologize, Iron Hands. But here comes the Stomping Tantrum from a +1. Ooh, that's damning. Out comes the Fluttermane. And out comes the Tornadus. Now, Tornadus is looking pretty ragged. We're going to Tailwind, though, so we outspeed the Iron Hands. And I'm going to Stomping Tantrum him out of the arena. What are you gonna do? Fluttermane can't really do anything to Ogre Pawn. So I'm gonna get a speed boost to outspeed the Iron Hands. I don't know about Fluttermane. I don't think I will. But Booster Energy hasn't activated. It's probably spec'd. Power Gem? Nope, that's... Yep, there he goes. That's a KO. Yep, they won. As much as I would like to play it off like, oh yeah, it's totally... No. It was a really big risk. But maybe if I would have protected... But I don't think it would have made a difference. It would have been him versus Fluttermane and Iron Hands. And that's not a good matchup, especially with Power Gem. Power Gem is so rough. Not a bad game though, not a bad matchup. I did find out how to get rid of Wheezing though. I really need to figure out who is a good counter for Wheezing, regardless if he's in the field or out of the field. Because as soon as he comes out, he's so hard to get rid of. So hard to get rid of. But once I got rid of him, he'd be easier to deal with. So there's that. Needless to say, let's get to our next match. Okay, so we got Landorus, Tornadus, Volcarona, okay, Amoonguss, Fluttermane, and Chien-Pao. So obviously I'm gonna have to bring in my own Tornadus to deal with their Tornadus. Question is, what do I bring in for the rest? Volcarona's not flying. I think he's just Bug Fire. I think bring in Tornadus, Urshifu, Golden Go, and I kind of want to bring in my own Ogre Pawn. I think that might be beneficial for Amoonguss. Also would help with Tornadus and Landorus. So we'll do that. We'll bring in Chien-Pao. This would be perfect for Lash Out, but Lash Out isn't on my roster. I still have Sucker Punch. While Sucker Punch is really, really interesting, I think Throat Chop is a better choice, unless you want to go with priority. And I'm trying to battle the reasons to get rid of it. So we have Tornadus and Landorus on their side of the field versus my Tornadus and Urshifu. So I get an automatic -1, which isn't going to do anything to my crits. But I'm going to activate Tailwind, and I'm going to Terra. They don't have... No, they don't really have anyone on the back. But they could switch here, or they could do the Rock Slide. I think Surgeon Strikes into the Landorus is a little bit more of a better bet. But I'm going to get set up with the obvious offense and hope for the best. I don't know what set this Landorus is working with. I don't want to say it's Scarf, but we'll see. Landorus gets pretty fast with Scarf. So I'm going to Terra. They're going to Terra. Who's your Terra target? It is Landorus. And it's water. So you ignore my Terra, or at least my attacks. You still live. It's a good call. I activate Tailwind. Are you going to activate Tailwind, or are you going to activate Taunt? You attack? Okay. All right, that's interesting. Crits all around. Takes you less than a third, or less than half. All crits hits 3 times. Bleak Wind Storm. Urshifu lives. Stomping Tantrum. Urshifu goes down. So not bad. You went for the double there. Not bad. Now we'll go ahead and bring out Golden Go. We'll Bleak Wind and make it rain. Yeah. Activate Tailwind. Okay, Bleak Wind Storm hits both. Landorus goes down. He doesn't get to attack. Which is good, because I was really fearing that he would, you know, get to attack first. But my Tornadus still outsped him. Make it rain. Takes out the Tornadus. So it's kind of what they just did, you know. But I did 2 spread moves instead of just 1. But now I don't have to worry about their Tornadus coming back out. So who's your last two? I can't read that. Fluttermane? Oh, okay. Neat. And... oh, Chien-Pao, also neat. Okay. Dope. Ooh, good question. Let's go ahead and Bleak Wind and Protect. I think a Sucker Punch is going to come out because they're thinking that that's a Scarf or a Spect. It's not Spect. Sucker Punch. Oh, yep. Oh, sorry there, bud. Dazzling Gleam does not affect that Pokemon whatsoever. It might kill Tornadus. It does, just barely. Just barely. So now my Chien-Pao will now come out. Alright, Chien-Pao is going to Sucker Punch their Fluttermane, and I'm going to Nasty Plot so that a Chien-Pao can't do Sucker Punch to me. This might KO their Fluttermane, or I might have KO'd myself. Sucker Punch fails again. Sucker Punch hits the Fluttermane, does KO it, and now this Chien-Pao is looking pretty yummy, if you ask me. Boop, 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 boop. I have to be very careful with the Golden Go, though, because both of these Pokemon lower his defense like quite a bit. I'm going to Protect again. Oh, Battle's Cancel, never mind. I mean, it makes sense. As soon as he runs out of Sucker Punches, it's like, that's the game over. He can't Sacred Sword it. I mean, he can hit it with, ice attacks, but I don't think it's going to do anything. But not a bad matchup. It was really fast. I'm looking at down at the clock, and that was a really quick match. So, nevertheless, it was a good match all the way around, and I appreciate the battle. Thank you. On to our next one. Okay. Ooh, this is going to be really interesting. We've got Roaring Moon, Ogerpon, it's fire, Fluttermane, Rillaboom, Heatran, and Sableye. Sableye is probably the one Pokemon I have to worry about the most because not only Prankster, but he does have Fake Out and has Quash and is a Dark type. I don't think Quash is something I have to really fear at the beginning of the match. So I think we go Tornadus, Chien-Pao, Ogerpon, and Urshifu. I was really debating whether or not to bring either Golden Go or Fluttermane, but I don't think one of those would have been the best fit, if that makes sense. The matchups, depending on the Terras, could be completely different. They open up with Heatran and Sableye, and I open up with Tornadus and Chien-Pao. Terrible choice, if you ask me, but it is what it is. Oh, man. Okay. I do have Urshifu in the back, which that would be like a really good Pokemon to switch up from. So what I'm going to do is activate Rain Dance, swap to Urshifu. So if I do get hit with Quash or Fake Out, it's not going to do a whole lot of damage, but I'm going to negate all the damage from this Heatran right away. So Detect on the Sableye, so they find they go for the double Protect. Okay, I see you. I'm not sure what you were trying to do there, but I do appreciate it. Sableye is going to probably use Quash, so I do have to prepare for that as well. I'm going to just do Bleak Wind, and we're just going to go right into hitting Heatran. Probably going to change to Terra Fairy now. That would be the best choice, and it does go to that. And it is Terra Fairy. So Golden Go would have been perfect here if I brought him. But it is what it is. Tailwind goes off, so I have Prankster. I don't have to worry about that. They activate Sunny Day. That's cool. This lowers the effectiveness of like Surging Strikes, but also buffs Heatran's attack quite a bit. Not bad, Sableye. Here comes the Terra Blast, which is going to go straight into this Urshifu. It's my fault for not tearing him, but at the same time, I really don't think it's going to really matter. Nope, not at all. So I'm going to go ahead and bring out Ogerpon now. So. With the Mold Breaker, I'm going to be able to hit this Heatran with no problem. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and just Bleak Wind Storms now. And he's got Earth Power, so I'm not going to worry about trying to withstand. Oh, there's the Protect. Are you going to do double? Oh, you Encore. That's cool. Must do an Encore. Tailwind. Okay. I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with just doing Tailwind for a bit. I wish I got to do my attack, though. But I get it. Yeah, I'm just going to click the Tailwind. I think I have to get rid of Heatran. Or, I'm going to get rid of the Sableye first. Oh, man. It failed. You can't use anymore. Encore? Okay. I'm already doing that. Stomping Tantrum. I'm okay with this. Bop. Wait, what? What? Nuh-uh. Stomping Tantrum does that much damage? I'm a little lost. That should have done double. It missed the Heatran. And it should have done double damage. What? That's 150 base move. Sableye's defenses shouldn't go that high. What? I'm so lost. I mean, we've lost this, but I'm gonna hit Sableye. I'm really confused. He didn't scream. How does that work? He withdrew Sableye. He's gonna bring out someone that doesn't really take a lot of ice damage. So here comes like Rillaboom. Oh, Ogerpon. Yeah. I'm gonna look that up. That's really, really interesting. Not Cerebi. Yeah, he took like a champ. And then here comes the Terra Blast from Heatran, which is definitely going to knock out my Chien-Pao. Yeah, I'm like weirded out. There's no way that Sableye should have lived. Absolutely none. We lost, obviously, and the match was good, but I need to look at the calcs for my Ogerpon using Stomping Tantrum. That's been doubled. It's supposed to be doubled because it went to a Protect, which means that it failed. So unless they changed Stomping Tantrum, that attack should have went through Sableye like nothing. Stomping Tantrum, driven by frustration, the user checks. Move is doubled if the user's previous move failed. It's 75. It's 150 base power. So let me grab the specs of my Pokémon here. Oh, I don't have it. Okay, never mind. Wrong screen. I do have it. It's just on Showdown. So we have 124, 252, 44, 28, 60. 44 defense, 28 special defense, and 60 speed. Now we're going to put in Stomping Tantrum. We also set our set to Jolly, so we make sure that we have all of our things. 54 to 64. But is there a double? There is not a double. How do you set that? Do I change this? Can I change this? Yes. 150. It's a one-hit KO. How? What? Currently, with 150 BP or like base power, a base attack power from Stomping Tantrum, my Ogerpon versus a Sableye. Obviously, it's shiny. For him to survive with that much HP, I currently have him set with 252 defense. And let's go ahead and be bold. It's a guaranteed 2-hit KO, but it does 72.8 to 86.4. You guys saw how much damage that realistically didn't do. So when the Stomping Tantrum got nerfed somehow, I don't know, that's really, really weird. His base power for Stomping Tantrum being 75 is literally 36.8 to 44. That's not even how much we did. We literally did chump change. It was like we did nothing. And yet that's the max defense bold Sableye at 139 defense. It's not like I got intimidated. And I failed the first one. The second one should have been 150. And I did nothing. Does Encore reset that timer? If that resets it, that's harsh. Oh boy. All right, well, I've got some new things to share with the group because that's really, really interesting and kind of annoying at the same time. If Encore resets Stomping Tantrum, that means you can easily just deal with the base 75 attack from Stomping Tantrum. I literally focused it on the Pokemon. He's Dark Ghost. He's not affected. Like, it's neutral to him. That's why I clicked him. It should have like KO'd him because you wouldn't want to just do full defense. I can understand full defense and like HP or like half of this, half of that. I can understand some of that, but there was no screens. There was nothing. He had Sunny Day, Encore, Disable, and Protect. No attacking moves whatsoever. And dude completely shut me out. I mean, bro, props to that guy. That's awesome. Glad that, like, shouldn't say guy, like, props to that player. More happy for you. Encore, if you reset Stomping Tantrum, you are amazing. If you didn't, and that was just a fluke somehow, that Sableye is cracked. Absolutely cracked. I still don't understand how they did it, but wow. All right. Oh, what a match. Fire Ogerpon, O, Fluttermane, Great Test, Indeedee, and Tornadus. Interesting. I think like this is kind of like leaning into like a anti-priority Sun team. So if it's gonna be like that, I'm gonna walk in with Tornadus, Fluttermane, Chien-Pao, and my own Ogerpon. I think that's the best way I could do it. Okay. Indian O, Fluttermane, and Tornadus. I'm probably going to see some sort of follow me shenanigans from the Indeedee. Let's hope not, but in the event that I do. Storm. Como's. Oh, yeah, he's dragon fighting. That's right. Never mind. Sure. Okay. We're going to do that, and we're just going to go ahead. Actually, I outspeed both of these guys, so I don't think we'll just do the spread move. I mean, why not? Indeedee's probably going to go for some sort of either a trick room or like follow me shenanigans. He's going to Terra Steel, so that's interesting. No body presses. Liquid Storm, misses the Indeedee, will hit the Como, but not for very much. Here comes the Dazzling Gleamer after that. Decent amount. Flash Cannon will hit the Fluttermane. Does not get the KO. Drop the special defenses. And Trick Room. Called it. Called it. We'll do a double switch. It's the best option that I have. Ogre Pawn. And Chien-Pao. Psychic does not work against Chien-Pao. And Flash Cannon will do decent damage on the Ogre Pawn, but not too much. So we kind of got that one, like we called it. It'd probably be best to get rid of the Psychic field. So Ice Spinner into Indity and then Stomping Tantrum. No, we'll go with the Ivy Cudgel. To the Kama'o? Yeah, let's do that. Follow me on the Indity. Lacquer's Soul. That's kind of bad. You just raised all your attacks, making you faster. Attacks, defenses, and speed. Oh, look at that. Your speed rose. And you damaged yourself quite a bit. Ivy Cudgel. Over to the Indity. Gets the KO. Here comes the Ice Spinner. Into the Como. Oh, knocks you out. You sacrificed half your HP to give yourself a buff, and you raised your speed. I'm a little confused. And now your priority shield is gone. Great Tusk, who's considerably faster. And Tornadus. Okay. Let's go ahead and Terra. And we'll hit the Great Tusk. Does he die to Woodhammer? Let's give it a shot. Great Tusk can't knock out. I mean, Rock Slide still does quite a bit of damage to Ogre Pawn. But again, it's Tailwind. So, or not Tailwind, but Trick Room. So, who knows? Woodhammer. Down goes Great Tusk. Recoil was a lot. And here comes Ice Spinner. Down goes Tornadus. I'm a little confused. Hey, let's Trick Room and then make it so that I'm slower. Okay. Not a bad match. Just a little confusing. Breloom, Fluttermane, King Gambit, Cornerstone Ogre Pawn, Salamence, and Slowbro. Can't knock out Cornerstone Ogre Pawn easily. He's got Sturdy. Let's Fluttermane, Tornadus, Chien-Pao, and I kind of want to do Ogre Pawn, but I don't think he's going to do really well. Yeah, we'll do Ogre Pawn. We'll do those four. We'll leave Urshifu and Golden Go in the back. I don't think Golden Go is going to do really well. I mean, he's Steel Ghost, but I mean, I don't know. I have Spore to worry about, but we'll see. Can't read any of those Salamence and Ogre Pawn. That's dope. Intimidate goes off. It'd be perfect for a Lash Out right here, but I did not bring it. So I'm afraid of going last. So I'm going to do Tailwind. Moonblast hurts him. I dare not Terra. I
think Dazzling Gleam is going to be the best bet because I can't knock out the Cornerstone. Terra, please tell me it's not Ogerpon. It's Salamence. Okay, good. Steel. Gotcha. Okay, so he's no longer flying, so he's going to be weak against a lot of the stuff that I can do. I use Tailwind, so I go faster. Unless he uses Tailwind too, in which then we match speeds. Does not seem to be the case, but I do a lot of damage to the Ogerpon. He's going to knock out Tornado. 100%. There's no way to get around that. Terra Blast. Iron Head. This might knock out. Oh, yeah, it's Terra. Yeah, Waterman goes down. Not bad. I got Tailwind though. So my next group is definitely going to have some fun. Definitely going to have some fun. Chin Pow. And Ogerpon. We're going to Sacred Sword into... Is that enough? I'm not intimidated. Possibly swap. Yeah, let's do that. Spike a shield. I expected that. I'm going to take a little bit of damage. But I'm okay with it because of the fact that I didn't want to not predict the switch-in, which looks like to be the case. No switch-in is happening, but Ivy Cudgel's going to come in and knock out the Salamence. He goes down. So if it was one switch-in or two switch-ins, I wanted to make sure that I still had them locked to a certain degree. Maybe Protect would have been the best, but he could go after my Ogerpon and do a lot of damage. No, wait, he Protected. That's right. Never mind. Letterman comes out. Boost Energy activates. Are you special attack? Your speed. Okay. Sucker Punch to... Ivy Cudgel to the Ogerpon. Sucker Punch knocks out Fluttermane. Doing a little bit of chip damage to myself, which isn't that great, but I'm still in her Tailwind, so I'm okay. Now you're down to your last Pokemon. Can't read that. Breloom. The Driven. I love this shiny. That's pretty dope. We're going to Ice Spinner. And we're going to Ivy Cudgel. Mach Punch. Enough to knock out Chien Pao. Yeah, I should have Terra'd, but that's okay. Cudgel. Drops it down to its Sash. And my Tailwind's gone. I don't think I have anything to worry about, but I am going to not Terra in case a Spore comes out. Okay, nothing happens. Like, because I'm grass, Spore doesn't hurt. So, like, yeah, I'm just gonna do my own thing. Not a bad match. I think it could have been done a little bit differently, but it did bring me down to my last Pokemon. I did like the challenge. The open from Salamence and Cornerstone Ogerpon was really, really interesting. Love that. But as soon as I broke Sturdy, it was just kind of over at that point. It was weird. Still, good match. Okay, so we got Burgraph, Fluttermane, Rillaboom, Torkoal, Tornadus, and Typhlosion. So anti-priority, speed, fake out, plus sun. Sun's gonna be huge here. Absolutely huge. So we're gonna bring in Tornadus for sure. Fluttermane, kind of want to bring in Chien
Chien-Pao. I don't have Throat Chop though, and I don't think they're gonna activate Trick Room. I mean, they could, but Typhlosion's faster than Torkoal, so it'd make no sense. But Rillaboom is gonna be a problem. Chien-Pao, and we'll bring in Ogerpon. That way, if they do bring in Typhlosion or Torkoal, I'm not as affected to fire types. Because Urshifu will get dragged down to like the mud if Tornadus goes down early. And I'm going to try to do my best to save him so he doesn't get like eliminated, but we'll see. Tornadus, Flutter Mane. Oh look, it's my open. No booster energy. So I'm going to go ahead and just activate Tailwind and maybe Terrafire. Let's go ahead and get this started. We're going to take out Tornadus. Okay, Tailwind goes off. No one that Terra at this time. They use Tailwind as well. It's an even match. I'm okay with that. Power Gem goes over to the Tornadus. Does not look like I'll be able to save him, but that's okay. Thunderbolt goes right over to the Tornadus, and it's going to knock him out. Chien-Pao. Out comes Rillaboom. Interesting. Which one do I want to take out? Rillaboom goes down really easily with Chien-Pao, but he's also got access to Grassy Glide. So... Oh, you got Miracle Seed? Nope, Grassy Seed. Now, +1 to defense might be really, really beneficial for you. We're gonna hit the Flutter Mane. Actually, we're gonna swap to Ogerpon now. Let's see what happens. Mold Breaker activates. Fake Out goes over to the Chien-Pao, so no damage is going to go to the Flutter Mane, which is unfortunate because here comes... Oh, the Power Gem, which is going to go over to Ogre... Oh, well, Ogerpon's still weak against it, but Chien-Pao is standing tall because he's a boss. I think it's just because of the fact that they just neglected that he was there. Terrible decision on their part, if you ask me. We're gonna Spiky Shield here. Grassy Glide could come out. Oh no, Rillaboom gets retreated, which is totally cool. Who is your third? Fergraph. Oh, Priority gets shut off. Dope. Does not work because of Armor Tail. Power Gem goes over to the Ogerpon. So I've seen all 4 of them now. So I don't have to worry about Typhlosion or Torkoal. We have Tailwind for one more turn. So I'm just going to protect. And let's go for the double. Let's see what happens. Ah, fails. That's okay. Oh! It'd be kind of dope if you just went after Chien-Pao. I mean, you don't, because Fergraph gets oh, Hyper Voice.
Not bad. Was really hoping that the Frigoraph didn't do anything, but obviously he does. And there's the throat spray. So are you spec'd the power gem? Both things are gone. No, I can't do Sucker Punch. I would really like to do Sucker Punch, but I can't. We're going to Shadow Ball into the Fluttermane and Ice Spinner into the Frigoraph. Let's see, which one are you? Power Gem goes off. Will it hit the Chien Pao? We'll get the KO. So you're faster than mine, so most likely you're the 252 set. It's a pretty much basic set. Here comes the Shadow Ball. And boop. Down goes Fluttermane. Hyper Voice. That's a lot of damage. Game's over, unfortunately. Rillaboom's going to be able to have Fake Out here, plus it gets priority next turn. So, game's over. Yeah, we're out. I totally misplayed. Instead of doing like Sucker Punch, I should have went after something else. But I don't believe at all that... well, yeah, I don't think Chien Pao would have outsped Fluttermane at all in that match. Fluttermane went faster than mine, and she's 170, so it is what it is. I think that one was just a basic 252 set, and spec'd. Didn't do anything more than Power Gem. It could have been Scarfed and did nothing more than Power Gem. But whatever the case may be, that was the instant. So, no, we're good. Good match. Let's get on to the next one. Okay, we've got Fluttermane, Urshifu, Tornadus, Hisuian Arcanine, Iron Bundle, and Zapdos. Okay, let's open up with these two, you, and Golden Go. We'll go with this team. We won't worry about Fluttermane, and we won't worry about Ogerpon. I don't think those two would have been beneficial at all in this matchup. If they do bring out Hisuian Arcanine, if we had Lash Out, that'd been the perfect way to enter in the fight, but oh wow. Tornadus Chien Pao and Tornadus Arcanine. Okay. So the Rock Slides are going to come out from the Arcanine, which is going to be really hurtful. But we will have a way of dealing with him nonetheless. We do have to Tailwind so that we outspeed their Tornadus, because I don't want to Tailwind and then not Tailwind and then them taunt, because then they're going to be instantly faster. So I don't want to play that game. Let's go ahead and Sacred Sword into... Yeah, let's go to Sacred Sword into the Arcanine. They're going to Terra. Probably, yep, Arcanine. Fairy. Gotcha. I don't really have anything against fairies. I just realized that. Maybe I should change that. Tailwinds abound. Let's go. Sacred Sword. Not very effective. But here comes the Rock Slide, which is going to hurt a lot. It's a double KO. Okay. Actually, I do have a way to deal with Fairy. I was like, oh, I don't think I do. And it's like, oh, wait, I have Golden Go. He does it. But I do have Fire right across the way from here. Probably going to have to Terra Dragon just so that I don't get knocked out. And go ahead and Surgeon Strikes the Tornadus. Withdrew Arcanine, which is a good call. Brought out Flutter. Oh. Why? I mean, that's a good counter because I have to Terra and it goes into Dragon. And like all of your moves like take out Dragon, but Fluttering gets like one-shotted here, I think. 1 for Tornadus. No Rocky Helm. 2 for Tornadus. It might survive. It might have enough HP. It does, just barely. But Fluttering doesn't get to attack now. Bleak Wind Storm misses Golden Go, but will hit Urshifu, which will get the KO. Which I think I'm okay with. Probably not, but we'll see. But here comes to Make It Rain, which is going to knock out both these Pokemon. Oh, it does not knock out the Fluttering. Oh, dope. Maybe if I had like Nasty Plotted instead. Maybe. Out comes Iron Bundle. The Pokemon I was really worried about. And there's that Booster Energy. Speed was heightened. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, why not? We're pretty much out. We've got 1 Pokemon left. It's a Dragon type in front of a Fluttermane. It's not gonna survive 2 attacks. Oh yeah, Freeze Trials. It's also super effective. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's nope. It's not happening. Still, not a bad match. I definitely misplayed. Bleak Wind I probably should have protected during Bleak Wind Storm on the Tornadus to maybe have Urshifu survive, but I was also not expecting Tornadus to survive certain strikes, so it's not bad. But against the Tailwind matchups, I have a lot to learn. That's good to know. So we got Excalibur, Rillaboom, Urshifu. Ooh. Alolan Ninetales. Oh, never mind. I do. So like, I don't have a counter. I totally do. Hisuian Arcanine and Sylveon. They don't outspeed me. They have no one to do Tailwind, so I don't really have to bring in Tornadus here. I could just to maybe have something in the background for Rillaboom, but priority is something I will have to worry about. We've got Extreme Speed for Arcanine, Aqua Jet for Urshifu if it's single strike, Sucker Punch if it's opposite. Aqua for rapid, single or Sucker for single, Fake Out, and Ice Shard. We need to Tornadus, Ogerpon, Chien-Pao, Golden Go. We'll walk in with 2-2. Sylveon's probably going to be a bigger problem on my team. They don't really have anyone that's going to do anything drastic to a lot of Pokemon, but we'll see. All right. Sylveon backs Excalibur. Tornadus versus Ogerpon. Interesting. Interesting. Definitely gonna Terra. I want to Terra someone. Who am I gonna Terra? I'm not gonna Terra Chien-Pao. I'm not gonna Terra Golden Go. Let's Tailwind. And Iron Cudgel. Not Iron, but Ivy Cudgel to Sylveon. Let's make it so that we go fast. Shall we? Bop. Almost knocks out the Sylveon. Icicle Crash. This is going to take out Tornadus. Which is I'm okay with. Like, I was kind of debating whether or not that I wanted to save him or not. But his role in the team is to specifically give Tailwind. So like anything after that, it's just an added bonus. Which is really, really sad to say because he should be more than that. But I just want to make sure that I have enough. We're going to Ivy Cudgel into Excalibur now. Oh, wait, no, that's a terrible decision. Well, Mold Breaker. Mold Breaker allows me to attack into him. Never mind. I was like, oh, man, I'm going to have to suffer through that decision. But no, Mold Breaker says I can. It's like Flash Fire with Heatran. At least it should be. If it's not, I'm going to be like questioning a lot. Ivy Cudgel is going to go right into the Excalibur. Does a considerable amount. It was crit. And here comes to Make It Rain, which is going to get the double KO on both of these. Tailwind, ladies and gentlemen, your best friend. I'm so glad that Ivy Cudgel went through thermal. Is it exchange or is it this? I don't know. It's thermal something for Excalibur. Oh, Rillaboom comes out and Arcanine. Oof. Oof. Okay. So if I don't Terra right now, Golden Go is saved. But if I do Terra, he becomes Fake Out Bait. I think he needs to survive. I'm going to Terra, Nasty Plot, and then I'm going to go straight for the Spiky Shield for the Ogre Pond. Because he can't, like, he could target Fake Out and be like, okay, he probably will or will not, but he's Ghost, so he probably is like, no, he's not, but he's probably assuming that I will just because of the fact that Arcanine's on that side of the field. They're also going to Terra, and it's probably going to be the Arcanine. It's the Rillaboom. Okay, okay. And makes it water. Ouch. Woodhammer is going to do a lot of damage to that Pokemon now. Especially with Grassy, like, Surge on the field. Spiky Shield. Fake Out? Nope. No Fake Out. I get the Nasty Plot off. This Rillaboom's gonna go down. Rock Slide. Goes off the shield. Actually, Grassy Glide does get priority over whatever I'm doing. Knockoff. Okay. Leftovers. So we'll swap. Oh, do we? Actually, let's go and protect the Golden Go, and I'm gonna go ahead and Woodhammer the Rillaboom. Let's do that. Let's Woodhammer the Rillaboom. Let's get a setup for the Arcanine. Arcanine's probably a little bit worse, but I'm fire, so he can't Will-O-Wisp me. Fake Out's been used. Woodhammer. Bop! Knocks out the Rillaboom. Their Terra is gone. Now, Rock Slide is going to do a lot of damage to Ogerpon, so he's most likely going to get knocked out here. But I saved Golden Go. But now it's just 1v2. And I have... Oh, my Talon's gone. That's a good question now. What do I do? Shadow Ball into the Arcanine and Sacred Sword into the Arcanine. Oh, okay, never mind. It's one hit KO. Let's go! Some people like make it extremely bulky to live that, so it's just wanted to make sure that I got it. Oh, it was a nice couple of calls. Sylveon definitely like put me on the back burner a little bit, and as soon as he knocked out Tornadus, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like. I had an idea of what I wanted to do, but I'm glad that Excalibur took a lot of damage when it did. I'm glad that I brought in Golden Go so that Make It Rain could just do a lot of damage like immediately, so that's great. But I might have to think about Tornadus's role. The way that I put it before is that he only has one job, and so it kind of makes me feel bad, right? Like, I don't mean to sound cruel to my Pokemon, but he has Tailwind roles because he's Prankster, but there's other people that can use Tailwind and survives other moves. So maybe instead of doing automatic Prankster, maybe I should look at someone else that could also do Tailwind that survives a lot of moves. Maybe we could do that.
I love Tailwind. I'm just going to get a different Tailwind user possibly, but I love it. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so we got Chi-Yu. Sorry, not Chi-Yu, but Chien-Pao. Ooh, Zapdos. We got Articuno. These are the Galarian forms. Urshifu, Sinistcha, and Grimmsnarl. Ooh, I kind of like this. I don't know what they're going to do, but I like it. I like it a lot. Possible Tailwind for Zapdos. Zapdos, even in Kanto form, does know how to do it. So we'll walk in with Tornadus for sure. I don't know about the others though. Grimmsnarl's probably gonna come out first. So we'll bring in Fluttermane for the counter. We'll also counter Zapdos because he's flying, fighting. Ogerpon and Urshifu. No, Chien-Pao. Articuno is psychic flying, I think, and has the possibilities of sucker punching them to oblivion. Ugh. But I do have to run up against Quick Guard possible, so we'll have to keep an eye on that as well. And Quick Guard's mostly on Zapdos. Articuno and Chien-Pao start us off. Fluttermane and Tornadus. So I kind of have to be careful here because I'm going to get probably hit for a lot. So I'm going to... I mean, Tailwind would be helpful. Yeah, Tailwind here. And then I'll Terra, do the Dazzling Gleam, which is going to hurt Chien-Pao. I'm also going to negate the effects of whatever Articuno could do. And I'm also going to make it so Sucker Punch doesn't like auto one-shot me. So we both Terra. That's dope. Who's yours? Articuno. Okay. Steel. Okay. Not bad. Tailwind to go first. No Sucker Punch. Dazzling Gleam. Brings Chien-Pao to its sash. Icicle Crash gonna go on to Tornadus. And Trick Room. Oof. Fell into that, but go ahead and bring in Ogerpon. So now it doesn't matter. Tailwind's up. I will automatically go last. Not a bad matchup. Maybe I should have doubled into it, but at the same time, I didn't know Articuno knew Trick Room, so that's interesting. Let's go ahead and Stomping Tantrum the Articuno. Swap out the Fluttermane for my Chien-Pao. Let's do that. Maybe Sucker Punch will come out now and it'll fail. Air Slash. To the Ogerpon does survive. Sacred Sword. This Chien-Pao is going to knock me out. Articuno goes down. So 2 Pokemon to take out 1. Ugh. And again, Tornadus is in a weird spot because I realized not too long ago that the only job that Tornadus has is Tailwind, and he doesn't really survive anything else. So it's kind of making me regret that decision. Not because he's not good. He's a good Pokemon. He's everywhere. But I'm just kind of like... Bro. We're gonna Spiky Shield because we'll be moving last.
And why not? We'll do that. Here comes the Aqua Jet into the Fluttermane, though. Oh, Sucker Punch. Okay. But it failed because it went over to the Ogre Pond. I was expecting Aqua Jet. Aqua Jet probably did the same thing, but nope. Nope. Urshifu wins. What hammer? Here comes Sucker Punch. Yep, there it is. So I definitely misplayed in the first part for sure. I wasn't expecting Trick Room. And when you have Trick Room and Tailwind together, it's a really weird beast. So there's that. Keep that in mind, guys. If you plan on using Tailwind and you know your Trick Room Pokemon, add Articuno. And if you didn't know that, I didn't. And if you did know that, don't use Tailwind. Turn 1. No point. I was thinking about it too. It's like, no, I definitely needed to do that. So there's that. Good match. Let's get on the next one. Okay, so we got Oranguru, Snorlax, Dragonite, Milotic, Kingambit, and Sinistcha. Everyone's using Sinistcha today. That's dope. 2 out of the 5 matches that we have is going to be Sinistcha. Also Kingambit. That was also pretty dope. We're probably going to be looking at a Trick Room team here as well. So probably not going to be focusing primarily on, Tailwind. But we do have to watch out for Milotic, Dragonite, and Snorlax with this belly drum bonus. So we're probably just gonna forsake those then and not worry about it. Speed wise, so Tornadus is probably gonna sit in the back because I could taunt the Oranguru if he does go that way, but probably not gonna work. So what we'll do is Chien-Pao Urshifu. And we'll bring in, we'll bring in our ghosts. We'll bring our physical attackers and our ghosts. In case if it is like a normal type Dragonite. Yeah. Extreme speed? Nah, we're going to ignore that. It's probably a different set. A lot of people have been swinging away from it, but it's still pretty prevalent. Still really, really relevant. Snorlax, Milotic. Ooh, shinies. Let's go. Let's go. So we do have to worry about Scald from the Milotic, but I don't think we have to worry about anything else after that. Probably. Kind of want to take out Snorlax. Let's do that. Yeah, it's Sword Stance. I'm gonna hit the Snorlax. Oh, it retreats. Good call. Sinistcha. Sword Stance. So I got a +2 now. Sacred Sword into the Sinistcha. Does nothing. Here comes the Scald. Into the Chien-Pao. No burn. We're gonna Ice Spinner there. Now with close combat. Not very effective. I could Terra. Not very effective. Okay. Withdrew the Milotic. Are you gonna bring out another ghost? Snorlax. Ooh. Ouch. This is gonna hurt. So you're gonna Trick Room this. Okay. Terra, Sinistcha. Fire. Oof. That's a terrible choice. All right. You're probably gonna knock out my my Urshifu, though. If you do Machagachi, you knock out Urshifu, but if you do Trick Room, you lost. This combat. +2 Urshifu. You might knock out both my Pokemon if you hit, but yep, Machagacha. Urshifu for sure was gonna go down. I didn't know about Chien Pao, but I knew for sure Urshifu would. The -1 did it. Like, there was just no way. Oof. Oof. Watermain. I think Milotic's gonna come back out. King Gambit. Okay, gotcha. Protect on the King Gambit. Terrifier. Let's do Thunderbolt. And the Sinistcha. Sinistcha needs to go down. So now Shadow Ball doesn't hit me for a lot. It could swap out Sinistcha, but I don't think that would happen now. Protect here so the Sucker Punch doesn't kill me. That was the case. Thunderbolt on the Sinistcha. Quite a bit of damage. Shadow Ball to ignore that. Swap to Golden Go. Thinking that Sucker Punch might go over to the protect. Dang. Okay. Tau Cleave. Nope. Sucker Punch again. Let's go. All right. All right. Nasty Plot on the Golden Go. Good call. Because I was going to knock him out. Good call. I was really going to knock him out. Sucker Punch fails again. But I think their Sucker Punch is also going to fail. Because I'm going to Nasty Plot. So they don't get an attack off me. Unless they just went straight for the Tau Cleave. Swords Dance instead. Okay. We both get a +2. Let's go. Let's go. Sword or Sacred Sword on there. We're gonna protect on the Golden Go. I'm thinking that it's gonna try to get that guy out. I Nasty Plotted, so it's gonna be really, really hard. But we'll see. Sucker Punch. Oh, it was for the Golden Go. Oh, I called it. Sacred Sword on the King Gambit. Knockout. Now the Skull's gonna knock out my Chien Pao for sure, unless it went straight into the Golden Go. Oh, I could knock myself out, forcing it to go into the protected Golden Go. That's cool. That's even better. I like that. I like that even better. Force Fluttermane to come out. Sinistcha, huh? What am I gonna do with you? I have a +2. So I'm gonna hit there. And I'm gonna hit there. Probably gonna go protect off the Sinistcha, but I outspeed him definitely. Okay, Rage Powder goes off. Thunderbolt goes right into the Sinistcha. Does not get the KO. Gets really, really close though. Citrus Berry will activate. So the Shadow Ball will go into that slot. And we'll probably... Oh, Wiki Berry. So it's a Serious Berry. Or, the weaker berry. Pinch Berries. That's what it's called. So he goes down. Skull now hits the Fluttermane, which is going to knock it out, unfortunately. But... it was pretty much like a 50-50. At that point, I do not think Milotic can knock out Golden Go. I'm +2, and it could burn me, which doesn't do anything for physical. Or a special, I'm sorry. Shadow Ball. Takes it down to half. Oh yeah, I got this. I mean, I'm burnt. That's cool. And I have leftovers. What about you? Do you have leftovers? You do. Okay. Yeah, I got this. I got that. I'm probably going to protect here, but I'm going to Shadow Ball to force that protect. Yep. See, Nasty Plot right there would have been a +4, and then I would have been at +4, and then I would have attacked into that slot for sure. Absolutely sure. Now it's gonna survive. Oh no, because I did hit it for like quite a bit, so. But I'm not taking any additional damage. So now we will do this. It might live with like a little bit of HP left. Yep. Recover, really? Okay. Okay, you want to play this game? All right. All right. You're probably going to protect next turn. That would make sense. Because now you are going to survive 1 or 2 more hits. 2 more hits. And I'm sitting in between 139 and 151. So I'm going to Nasty Plot. Ah, you were expecting the Shadow Ball. I mean, good call. Good call on you. It's at full HP. I could go for the +2 and they can Scald me, putting me closer to the bottom. Or they could protect. I think their option is to hit me with Scald. Because I can't knock them out now. I get closer, but I can't knock them out. I'm going to go Shadow Ball. Oh, okay. I mean, like, it would have been a revolving door. Obviously, they've got Recover, but I have a +4. So they'd have to eventually, like, lose out all the PP for Recover. I attack first. So, I mean, they have reasons to delay the match, but would it make a difference later on? I'm not sure, but it was a really good match. I really like that Milotic set for sure. That was dope. Hope we get to see another one like that. Okay. Ooh, Mamoswine, let's go. So we got Dragonite, Mamoswine, Golden Go, Urshifu, Tornadus, and Fluttermane. So maybe a snow team to really build up the hype on the Mamoswine. Otherwise, it's just like just a regular team, I think. I'm not 100% sure Go is there. I think it might just be a counter for like some Ogre Pawns, maybe just to counter other dragon types that people are using. What counter? I mean, Steel is weak against Ice, I think. So. You know, that's interesting. Maybe just people like using a bunch of Steel types. It's like we're gonna throw in a heavy hitting, you know, Ice type. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm definitely do fearing the fact that he's got Tornadus and Fluttermane, so I'm gonna bring in my own Tornadus, and I'm gonna bring in Golden Go. Because, you know, that's dope. I can just one-shot Fluttermane with either Make It Rain or Shadow Ball. That's pretty exciting. Bring in Ogre Pawn so that I can knock out their Golden Go and Mamoswine with, like, Fire and, like, Ground. And we'll bring in Chien Pao for the Sucker Punch. I didn't realize I was almost out of time, so whoops. I'm kind of excited to see how this match goes, to be honest. Ooh, Shiny Dragonite. Let's go. Wonder if it's in the team. Probably. Mamoswine and Tornadus. So, Snow. Snow, I think. Go off of the Tailwind. Oh, Ice is weak against Steel. Interesting. Still has like ground type moves that it could use because I think it's ground ice as the typing. I kind of want to protect here, but I also want to make it rain. I think making it rain would be better. But Golden Go goes down pretty easily if I don't do it correctly. Let's Terra Dragon, make it rain. Tornadus is probably going to go down here if they use an ice attack, and so will Golden Go. I don't have anything like calced for Mamoswine, so I don't know if he's going to live or lose. Swagger? Okay. Does confuse me, so I don't doubt that whatsoever. Quick Claw activates on... Oh! The Mirror Herb. Okay. That's cool. Oh, I attacked myself because of confusion. That's cool. I mean, I'm okay with that because I'm Terra Dragon and I make it rain to knock out the Mamoswine, so it can't do anything. It was a really cool, like, open idea. Swagger my opponent so that he can get the Mirror Herb off. That's ingenious, actually. Especially when you have Tornadus that has, like, Prankster. It goes, hey, you can do this, but you can do this with other Pokemon besides Tornadus. But if you're definitely prepping for, like, an Earthquake or a Stomping Tantrum, that's dope. That's dope. Okay, so... Oh, do we try it? Yeah, let's try it for the Tailwind again. I'm confused, so we'll give that a shot. I'm Dragon. That's nasty plot. Give myself a +2. It's necessarily like +1, but we're gonna give it a shot. They're gonna Terra. It's gonna be the Golden Goat. What are you? Steel. Okay, so you're Spect. Make it rain, I think. You get Tailwind off. Now my Tornadus has a chance of doing stuff unless it beats itself in the forehead again. Nope, Tailwind. Good job. Good jobbing. I'm proud of you. Make it rain. Almost KOs my own my Golden Go, but it does not. Definitely does not. But that, oh, that's a life orb. Okay. Okay. Not a bad outcome. To be honest with you, that's not a bad outcome whatsoever. We're gonna bring in our Ogerpon now. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to outspeed Tornadus, but we will be able to hit this Golden Go for a lot. And I'm going to protect here because he's going to go right into another Make It Rain. Or he could go into Nasty Plot, but I put him directly into odds now. So I just got to create an opportunity to where Golden Go can attack again. Bleak Wind Storm's not going to hit mine, but it will not hit my Golden Go, but it is going to do some damage to Ogerpon. Speed dropped. He does Make It Rain, misses my Golden Go. Now that speed drop made it so that it attacked before. Oh, I mean, can't say that. Oh, I survived with 3 HP because it's not very effective. Oh. Ouch. Ouch. Ivy Cudgel right from downtown. It's going to knock out that Golden Go. Ooh. Ooh. Ouchies. Question is, do I have enough HP to survive whatever Bleak Wind Storm that is? Here comes Urshifu. This is Single Strike. Swap to... No. We're a Spiky Shield. Make it rain. Bleak Wind Storm. They attack first still, but no Sucker Punch. Golden Go barely survives. Let's go. Wicked Blow. Yep, into Golden Go. I kind of saw that happen, and it's like, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work, but it's not bad. I was kind of hoping I was faster than Urshifu, but Urshifu is definitely faster than mine. 100% faster. Okay. So I'm going to force it to make a decision. Sucker Punch into the Tornadus. You made your decision. Okay. 1 for 1. I lost some HP. Drain Punch onto the Urshifu, or to the Chien-Pao, is going to drain a little bit, but I haven't done anything to him. But the Wood Hammer is going to definitely knock me out, so that's going to be a thing. But is it going to... Oh, it's not enough. Not enough. But that's okay. It wasn't a bad match. I was hoping that he would have maybe done something to Ogerpon, but maybe I should have swapped in and had Chien-Pao take the... I mean, he would have been hit both times. I don't think Chien-Pao would have lived. It was definitely in his favor as soon as like he Wicked Blow Golden Go. I was really hoping that he would go into Ogerpon. And because he didn't double into the slot, it was really, really hard for him not to. But the spread into the single target, it's one of those things. But it was a really good match. Let's get on over to our next one. All right. Ooh. Oh no. I don't have a counter for you yet. Okay. So we've got Chien-Pao, Sinistcha, Landorus, Heatran, Okidogi, and Weezing. Pokemon I don't have a counter for yet. This is gonna be awesome. Okidogi seems pretty self-explanatory. I might have something to do with him, but if he gets like 1 or 2 bulk ups off, I'm in trouble. Heatran is kind of in that same boat. I might have a counter for him, but not really. Everyone else, I have something for, but ugh. Okay. Because of that, I'm not going to bring in Tornadus. There's no reason to bring him in. Like, he will affect Sinistcha, but he's not going to affect anyone else on that side of the field. I mean, might Okidogi, but whatever. That's neither here or there. I'm going to bring in Chien-Pao, Ogerpon, Urshifu, and we'll bring in Golden Go. I think that's what we'll bring in. I'm afraid of Weezing coming out, and I know that he's going to come out, and then there's going to be a Pokemon with the ability shield on. So most likely it is the Weezing, and then goes to Landorus, who has the ability shield, so that he can still intimidate people. It's not a bad combo. To be honest, it's really not a bad combo. It's just really, really hard to get over. Chien-Paos are on the field, and so is Okidogi and my Ogerpon. Okay, so we do have a Sacred Sword that we can use on their Chien-Pao, but we can also use something from our Okidogi. But Okidogi is a fighting type, and Chien-Pao does not like fighting types, so I'm going to do that. Round. Which one? Oh. I mean, we can start off by taking out Okidogi. Let's do that. Probably going to switch to Weezing. Are you? Oh, cool. We both go to the same move. Dope. Dope. Okay. Stomping Tantrum. Right to the Okidogi. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Okay. Poison Jab. Oh. Well, that was a lot of damage. Why couldn't I knock you out? No, just kidding. Mine's not built that way, unfortunately. And then the leftovers heals up Okidogi for just a little bit. A wee bit. We'll go ahead and bring out Urshifu now. Now, Urshifu is going to go straight through that Chien-Pao. Very effective, not very effective. Ice Spinner. Going to Okidogi. Terra Water right into Chien-Pao. And even if Champ House switches out now, Sinistcha's going to come in the field, and which isn't going to take a lot of damage, but it does set him up to be weaker, far weaker than he's going to be. But it is a third instead of just normal. Sorry, not a third, but a fifth. So with the Terra, they didn't Terra on their side of the field, I don't believe. I might get mine off first and then theirs. Not 100%. No, they Sacred Sword into my Chain Pow, which is gonna knock it out, unfortunately. So they are faster than mine, which is totally fine. Because the trade-off is, they take mine, I get theirs. And okie dokie, probably is gonna buff here. It would make the most sense. Or you can like do something to Urshifu. Drain Punch. It's not bad. Gonna get just a little bit of HP back. Leftovers now heals it up with just a bit more. Here comes that Sinistcha. My Golden Go. Oof, okay. Let's go ahead and make it rain, and I'm gonna... Oh. This is a good question. Shadow Ball the Sinistcha, and I'm going to protect Urshifu. I can't do anything while Sinistcha's on the field with Urshifu right now. Rage Powder. Totally fine. I was already directing all the attacks to you anyway. Here, have one of these. Does not get the KO. It's really, really close though. It does not get the KO. Knock off. I forgot you had that. Make it rain, and Surging strikes the Sinistcha. I'm assuming that's going to Rage Powder again, or maybe Protect. And I'm going to get the best amount of damage as I possibly can. It is going to redirect all the attacks. It's totally fine. Surging strikes. Oh, you got the Rocky helmet? Okay. Such a lot of damage. That's so a lot of damage. It really punishes you from using Pokemon like that way. Let's make it rain. Almost a KO on the Okie Dokie. Knock off again on the Golden Go, which is going to knock him out. Who's your last? Heatran. You haven't used your Terra yet. I'm attacking the Okie Dokie. Because why not? Alright, you're going to Terra the Heatran. It's going to become Grass or Fairy? Fairy, okay. Grass or Fairy are like its top two. And Fairy I can't do anything too really against Fairy. Which is fine. Okie Dokie is going down. Heatran Heatran should have, or not Heatran, but Golden Go should have survived last turn to be able to do anything now. But unfortunately, I didn't protect, and I was afraid, I guess. I just wanted to maybe get the double knockout, and I missed just barely. I wonder if it's calc to do that automatically, or if that's just on purpose. I don't know. It was pretty good. I did like the match at all, or like wholly. Out of his team, there was a lot of Pokemon that I was fearing for. I didn't see any of the Tornadoes, so that's great. I also didn't see anyone that did Trick Room, which is also great. I don't think Sinistcha was going to use Trick Room. I think it was like maybe an afterthought of maybe if I brought in Tornadoes and, you know, was a little bit faster with Tailwind and stuff. So it's a good possibility. But all in all, I enjoyed the match. That was a really good match. So let's get into our next one. Okay, so we've got Cresselia, Ursaluna, regular, Urshifu, Iron Hands, Watermane, and Heatran. It's not a hard Trick Room team, but it is a Trick Room team-esque that is more defensive, like Control Light with fake outs, and is going to delay the game maybe with Heatran and like Ursaluna. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Because it might switch into Trick Room, we're going to definitely bring in our own counters, like Chien-Pao and like Ogerpon, Golden Go, and Fluttermane. Yeah, we'll do that. Because then if we have to swap out to like dodge the fake out or the facades, then we can, and we have options to go in and out in between. So let's see what happens. Cresselia is probably the one I have to focus on first. Oh, look. Cresselia and Iron Hands. Let's go. So automatically, we do have to worry about one of the Pokemon doing a ton of damage right away. We do have means. So I'm going to switch into Golden Go to put a pressure automatically. And I'm going to Stomping Tantrum the Iron Hands. This Drain Punch is going to do a lot if we went with that, but I'm not going to take any damage with like Fake Out. And if he does Fake Out into... oh, well, I was going to say, oh, if he went into like Ogerpon, it's not going to do very much, but yep. Bop. That's a good amount of damage. I thought the game froze and I was going to get kicked off. But Trick Room does activate, so we foresaw that for sure, obviously. Now the question becomes, what do we do from here? They have to swap. Automatically, they have to switch out someone to do it. So I get a free turn. So I'm going to do that. And in the event that they swap... Oh, what do I do? This is a weird question. I mean, he can't hit Golden Go. I mean, Wild Charge can go into that slot, but it's not going to really do anything, like do a whole lot. Wood Hammer into... Okay, Ally Switch. Not bad. Drain Punch into the Ogerpon. That's not a bad choice whatsoever. But I decided to go this. And this. Thinking that they would switch. They didn't, which is great. But they also protected Cresselia for with that ally switch. I'm gonna go ahead and protect on Ogerpon and make it rain. No switches. Wild Charge goes into the Golden Go, does not get the KO. Ice Beam goes into the Ogerpon, which is protected. And here comes a +2, which should knock out both these Pokemon. Does not knock out either one. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Not bad, though. Not bad. How long does Trick Room have? 2 more turns. They can make it rain. swap to Flutter. Let's make it so that Golden Goat or Ogerpon doesn't go down. So Drain Punch goes into that slot. Ice Beam could also go into that slot. Wild Charge goes into Golden Go instead. Does not get the KO. Gets really, really close. He could double into that slot. If it does, I'm in trouble. Yep. Definitely does. Maybe the Protect into that slot would have been better. Will we bring out Ogerpon? Spiky Shield, Terrifier, Dazzling Gleam. This will make it so that I last the Heavy Slam that is inevitably gonna come out. Spiky Shield. Heavy Slam into the Flutter Mane. Does nothing. Nice try. Ice Beam goes into the Protect. Bop. Both go down. Whew. And Trick Room dissipates. Now what? Ursaluna. And Heatran. Hit the Heatran. They haven't Terra'd yet. Dazzling Gleam because I'm locked into it. It's probably going to go into the Heatran, which is going to Terra Fairy. That would be my choice. Since they haven't Terra'd yet, and Trick Room is gone, which means I outspeed both of these guys right now. But Heatran does a lot of damage, and Earth Power is going to knock out Fluttermane. And anything that Ogerpon, not Ogerpon, but Ursaluna does is going to be a huge hitter. Grass! Oh man, you saved me so much. You have no idea. Dazzling Gleam. Stompy Tantrum. You're not going to take a lot of damage from this attack, which is totally fine. But the Heat Wave is going to come out. Very little damage to the Fluttermane is going to knock out the Ogerpon, but the reason why you saved me is because now Chi and Pow could come knock you out. And it's going to hurt a lot. Here comes the Earthquake. That's why you have that. Okay. That's exactly the reason why you have that. And you're burnt. Okay. Here comes the question. Which one are you going to do? This is the question. Are you going to protect on Heatran thinking that I'm going to go into Ursaluna? Or are you going to protect on Ursaluna thinking I'm going to go into Heatran? It would make sense to protect on the Heatran so that you can attack it to the Ursaluna. Which one? Neither. Will I survive the earthquake? Facade? Nope. Okay. Will I first survive Facade? No. No, I won't. Maybe if I was Terra Steel, maybe. I doubt it. Ghost? Absolutely. It just goes right through me. But no, not a bad match. That was really, really good. I was really, really hoping, but I think it was kind of like looking down a barrel of a cannon. I had one of two evils right beside me, and it's like, which one are you going to do? I don't know which one it is, but I made the best choice. And I thought that hitting Heatran was better than hitting Ursaluna. Maybe Ursaluna was better of a choice, but I don't know. It would have made sense to me to have one protect and one attack, but at the same time, I would probably be like looking at this like I have to both attack because otherwise one of them could go down and then I'm left with someone that is not going to be fast enough to deal with it. So I don't know what would have happened. I know that Champao was not going to withstand a whole lot from a Heatran, but maybe he would have lived. Probably not, but it is what it is. And that was a good match. I enjoyed that one. It was really good. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the end of today's video. Go ahead and leave a like on the video if you like it. Dislike it if you didn't. Leave a comment down below. It's the best way that you and I could talk to each other, unless you guys want to join my socials, which is X in the description, or my Discord, which is also down below. And I do reply to any and all comments, as well as answer any and all questions you guys have on Discord. I also share my rental team, so that way you can enjoy the battles and maybe try it out yourself and see what you guys like and dislike about it. And then if you guys want to show me untested sets, I know that I have a couple. I'm going to be putting those in the Discord here shortly, and you guys can just come and get them for free. If you are a brand new viewer, or if you like just watching the videos in general, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It does help out the channel quite a bit, and I am trying to hit a goal by the end of the year, but that's totally fine if I don't reach it. I am much appreciated if you do hit the subscribe, and I welcome you to the group and family. I'll try to do that. Maybe a really cool community that is positive and awesome and always willing to learn. There's that. And if you guys want to be notified, go ahead and select the notification bell over on the right. Select that to all, and you'll be notified when I upload next. You guys will have a video every day in November. I missed a couple of days, but that was not necessarily my fault, and I do apologize. It is what it is. And yeah, there's that. That's all that I've got for you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanksgiving's almost here, so I'm very excited, and I can see you guys tomorrow. Till then, have a good one. Peace.